My question to God today is, Lord, where are you calling me to set clear boundaries? I thought this was an interesting one because the scripture he took me to was Genesis 1 through 25. And instead of reading all of that, my encouragement is stop this video right now and go read Genesis 1 through 25. I'll see you when you get back. Okay, so within that, I think if you haven't read that before, obviously that's God's detail of the creation of everything up until humankind. And I think it was very interesting that he stopped at humans, especially the way that he spoke to me out of that scripture today. So when I ask him, God, what do you want me to know? This is what he says. My son, before I spoke humans into existence, I created boundaries for all things to live within. These boundaries separate light from dark, day from night, mountain from sky, life from death, in from out. I breathed life into humans to have dominion over the boundaries I have created, but to live within so they might have freedom. Fully in the light means there is no darkness. Your aim should be to live fully in the light with clear boundaries between light and darkness. What do you want me to do? Ask and listen for clear boundaries. So there's a few images I got within that. Is number one, boundaries create beauty. So when I think about looking out at a landscape, there's the beauty in it is that you can see the clear boundary between earth and sky. A mountain's presence and beauty comes from its boundary and division between it and the sky above, right? When you're just at the bottom of a mountain, sometimes it's hard to actually see the boundary of the top of it, but when it's off in the distance, you can see the beautiful boundary. And so whatever God is calling you into, there are boundaries within that thing. You cannot be everything to everyone at all times, and if you're trying to, you're going to find yourself exhausted. This is something that I have struggled with a considerable amount in my life, is saying yes, or I don't care, or it's not a big deal to everything. And when you do that and you don't take time to listen for what God's calling you into or what he's not calling you into, you wind up letting the God of good be your God. And I've definitely fallen into that trap multiple times, just saying, okay, just do good. And God sometimes is going like, this doing good is actually sucking all the energy that you have away from the calling that I'm calling you to. You doing good at work is calling you into all these different things and leaving nothing left for when you're at home. This lack of boundaries in your house is creating you running around and picking everything up after other ones in your house who don't have boundaries. And I have 100% been guilty of that, is not having boundaries in my home, understanding that it's not my home, it's our home. And those boundaries, I think sometimes it's easy for us to look around us and draw those boundaries, but it's also going, what boundaries am I breaking on a consistent basis and putting my needs ahead of others? And that's something that I am consistently trying to reflect on and submit to God so that he can say, Kurt, these are the boundaries that I need you to have. These are the boundaries of self-control that I need you to have. And that's something I'm continuously working on. And I would encourage you to work on this as well with the question, Lord, where are you calling me to set clear boundaries? If you don't mind, I'll close in prayer. Dear Lord, I just thank you so much for being a God who speaks and meets us every single day. I just pray that you would guide me and this listener as they walk forward in setting boundaries, and give them strength to walk through the space in which those boundaries offend us and offend others, knowing that the only person it matters that it offends or not is you. I thank you for this clarity and this guidance. It's in your Son's name, Jesus Christ. Amen.